drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Raiders and the Giants, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Now from a field. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 5 catches, 93 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. You talk about this Giant defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
And he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Jacobs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Garoppolo. Jacoby Myers, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Giants ready to go now on offense. And under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
Playing for his Giants career, Jones' best season as a starter didn't come with huge numbers as a passer. He was just the guy his team needed him to be. Someone who could threaten the defense throwing it, and especially as a runner.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Janoris Robinson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Going in motion left, that's Campbell. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those unreliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Giants at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Throwing Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 2nd down and 3. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. There's Garoppolo to throw. Caught out right by Renfro. First down now, but that clock rolling. Garoppolo now. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Same target, it's Jacobs again. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
Other side.
On 4th down, Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Pass taken in by his... And yet again, it's Garoppolo. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure they're friends from the deep.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Amir Abdullah, he might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. That's out quickly to Hyatt. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. He's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off play action. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Deonte Banks there on the stop. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. So no gain second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, yep.
And this is going to be intercepted. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed to
taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 43 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And New York set to take the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
And Daniel Jones has always been an integral part of his team's run game. 5 touchdowns on the ground in the first 3 years. Had 7 last season. So even if it's not a called quarterback run, he understands where the goal line is and often will carry it himself.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Garoppolo and the Raiders now down by 7, 30 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey,
to throw is Garoppolo. He has Mayer complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. One final try now for Garoppolo. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.